will be mine.
Hello, and welcome back for part 24 of This is Total War with Arkhan the Black. Kicking things off here with the Siege of Zandri against Eyes of the Jungle. And I'm intentionally not going to use Lightning Strike because I want this reinforcement army to get wiped out. I don't think I'll have movement to do that afterwards. Well, I definitely won't because I want to occupy Zandri. Shouldn't be too difficult of a battle. They don't have any nasty abilities like the Skaven with the Menace Blow and Warp Bomb. So just a case of using artillery, which I guess now includes the Bone Giant, and trying to take out as many of their missile troops as possible, then having our own archers go up and probably more or less finish off the rest of their forces. Okay, so just have to be aware of the fact that the Way Watchers on the walls do have very long range. I think realistically we are going to have to take out one of these towers. It's tempting to try and like have a unit, hide our army, cram our army in here, like possibly out of the fire arc of the tower, but I don't want to do that. I should have plenty of opportunity to heal any damage from the towers, so... Alright, and I've got my full complement of heroes. My king's on his War Sphinx, and the Tomb Prince is on his chariot. Right. Yeah, so I want my artillery to start in range of the towers. That looks fine. I'm not sure that the Bone Giant is super effective at troops up on the wall just because of the trajectory of his shots. They might end up kind of clipping the crenellations, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see, I don't want to end up in fire arc of the second tower, which I could well be. Alright, let's I guess I will try and avoid that at the price of a kind of goofy formation here. Okay, they're still in range to hit that tower. Yeah, I think this will be fine.
My will be done. The dead do not rest.
Yeah, so what's the fire arc? Oh, darn. Left two of my heroes over here. Alright, well that's a bit silly.
We march! Onwards, legions!
Yeah, looks like having trouble with the artillery bug again. This is not a bad siege for it to happen because I don't think we're going to take damage. Actually, we will.
Mortuary cult! Necrotect!
Oh, poor Nextech's on foot getting shot. Well, that probably means he doesn't really take much damage, I guess. Alright, put you on fire at will. Can you not see anything to shoot at? Okay, you can fire at that tower. That's fine, I guess.
Rise, my statues! Charge!
Okay, so there's a Cold War Knights. Looks like they've got some of their forces deployed pretty far back. They do have a few units of Way Watchers. Alright, and they have got this tower firing at us now. It's unfortunate. It's really not going to do much damage. I'm actually glad it's shooting at my single entities rather than the you know, like infantry or archers or whatever. Alright, there's some Way Watchers. Can we hit them? Probably not so well. Oh, they can hit us. Okay, in that case, let's back out. And Scream's got catapults in range and doing fine, but the casket's still bugging out. Alright, I guess the casket can just shoot the Way Watchers. Oh, which I just lost sight to. Right. Urgh. Yeah, a combination of the artillery line of sight bug and invisible archers is a little frustrating. Well, the casket's getting some kills at least. Oh, and the Bone Giant's actually shooting at this their general. Yeah, that's probably not a bad thing. I guess I'm fine if Bone Giant actually snipes their hero or lord here. Yeah, he's pretty low on health. Okay, that tower's down. Great. Yeah, and the Bone Giant's actually doing a great job of sniping him. Ah. Fair enough. Yeah, got him. Wow, 60 kills on the Bone Giant. Very happy about that. Oh, looking forward to when I have like 6 to 8 of these in my army. Once I've got more regions developed to tier 4 or higher. That's for sure. Alright, looks like the shades were broken. Kind of just bringing my king up as cannon fodder here because he can always heal himself. And honestly, they don't have that many archers. Okay, I don't really care too much about the Wildwood Rangers. I guess I want to get close enough that I can actually see them. Yeah, Lich Priest is taking a little more damage than I'd like. Okay, there we go. Good. Yeah, as effective as the Way Watchers are as missile troops, they still don't do that much damage to the Tomb King. So I'm happy just to have him be a damage sponge to get me line of sight.
Curse them all! Move! Tomb King! Your king orders death!
Probably can speed this up a bit. Yeah, I don't particularly care what they're shooting at. And my archers are in range of them now too. Yeah, so we should get the walls cleared pretty fast. I'm not sure how much the garrison will actually have to kill before they get the army loss penalty. Between the ammo they've used, yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually got victory pretty soon. Okay, so who needs to heal? I think it's just these archers a little bit. Cast any of these spells more cheaply? No. That's fine. Alright. So first time I captured Zamdri, it kinda precipitated coming into contact with more people than I wanted, and eventually getting, including the Savage Orcs, who gave me quite a lot of trouble, and I did not hold on to it for that long. We'll see this time if that's the case, or I do a better job. Okay, so I did indeed wipe out all those troops, including the reinforcing army. That's great. We'll have to see how far I can get in terms of breaking the siege of Al-Haik next turn. Yeah, so I started recruitment here, but I can't get this army to reinforce either.
Greatness comes.
Okay, I don't have... Yeah, I see what the problem is. I didn't have enough movement to get over here and recruit. On the other hand...
Not possible.
Yeah, so this army's on force march. We can safely force march ourselves to the boundary that it's showing here, because they won't be able to launch an attack against us. Yeah, I think I'll take the decision to do that over
I think not.
Now we go.
recruiting that last unit. I think it's more important that I get an army to basically make the attack to relieve Al-Haik if I need to.
Summon them. Perhaps an agent of Cetra.
Alright, so I'd saved up a ton of skill points on this Necrotect, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all the Necrotects so far have been taking the Scorpion Sting when they get to this rank. Longer term, I will be able to recruit at least 3 or 4 more, and I might be able to... I'm definitely considering getting some Ushabti, but for now I'll just keep going for the Scorpions and Chariot too.
Where is this?
And we just picked up... Okay, just the pottery building, that's fine. That actually unlocks a bunch of stuff I can forge, which is nice. So, Eyes of the Jungle, just check their strength ranking. Yeah, they're way down in power, they have no settlements. Although they can still, yeah, because they're a horde faction, they can still actually recruit armies and stuff. Hopefully this is their last army and they don't have a general hidden somewhere who's going to be able to start recruiting troops again. Okay, and this Lich Priest works his way up towards Arcane Conduit. And the Tomb Prince closes in on Immortality. So I think I've got most of the defensive things he can pick up yet. So there's a choice between melee attack, leadership, or weapon damage. This is just charge bonus, right? Yeah, I don't value that too highly. Or boost his hit points. Actually, I think I'll go for that over anything offensive. I'll eventually pick up more or less all this line. It's one of those things where, like, most of the Tomb Kings, actually I think all the Tomb Kings heroes, there's enough, you get enough points up to level 40 that you can basically take everything. There's some of the more recent heroes, like the River Troll Hag for the greenskins, where they've got so much in their skill tree that you actually have to choose, but that's not the case for the Tomb Kings, so I guess the good news is you kind of get everything you want eventually.
Address me as your highness.
Okay, so I'd stopped, yeah, I guess I was partway through this turn and I'd already done a lot of movement.
My great work.
Including moving, by the looks of it, most of my heroes.
Joff is my patron. To the temple.
Yeah, I think he's looking fine.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
I guess I have the choice of... I'm only going to stay here for recruitment for one turn. I guess I have the choice of picking up, say, a chariot over other troops. I think I'll pass on that in this army. I've got the Scorpions and the Sepulchral Stalkers. They're not super fast, I guess, but I also don't have too much front line considering the number of missile troops I have, so I'm a bit reluctant to switch out any units for now. So the plan here was just to heal up, then tackle this, whatever it's called, recent battle site. Yeah. Okay, so now I think it's just a case of spending money. Let's check out what that pottery picked us up in the mortuary cult here. So we still need iron and then exotic animals for these two. Yeah, nothing too great unlocked here. Potion of strength. Yeah, this one is quite good. So, and I can do this multiple times. I'm not sure what the cooldown is, but I definitely like this ability. Being able to regenerate once a battle for 15 or 1600 HP is actually pretty big. And I have got jars to spare for the moment. So let's go ahead and craft that. Oh, I can just do it as many times as I want. Wow, okay, that's interesting. That's 50 each time. Huh. Let's have a quick check of my main armies.
Unliving curse.
Yeah, definitely my Tomb Kings. Definitely my Tomb Kings, this is a good item for. And Tomb Princes who are going to end up being in combat, I suppose. I think I like adding it to my armies up here that are going to be fighting the elves. I feel like the elves are a bit more dangerous just in the next 1 or 2 turns. Missile resistance 10%. Yeah, that's actually comparable. And this guy has... Okay, he causes terror. I think I'd rather give him the healing item, this Tomb Prince. Must also remember to assign these Charnel Valley Necrotechs to armies in territories where I'm trying to do construction, although... Actually, yeah, give him the Helm of Discord too. I really want this guy to stay alive. Get to rank 20 in Immortality. Now the question is, do I want more of those Heretic Jars? This king's still on foot, so I'm not so concerned about him.
I'm awake. What? Open the liber mortis.
Arkhan has this. Oh, he has this thing. Okay. That's somewhat useful. Lowering magic resistance near him because he's an actual spellcaster makes some sense. He can also heal himself anyway, so I'm thinking I'll make one more of those
Attend your king, slaves.
hieratic jars.
My glory.
Yeah, you know what? I will stick it on the Tomb King in this army. I'm very likely to be involved in fighting the elves next turn here. Yeah, there's some other stuff down here I can craft, but I think it's a bit less useful. I can revisit later. Alright, that's all good.
My dynasty.
There we go. And I should give someone this death mask, even though
My dynasty reigns
it's
supreme.
causing terror is not super effective.
Pardon, sire.
Okay, so I'm happy keeping this in Zandri. Yeah, it's interesting, I suppose, that there is both this sort of key building, which is a big investment, right? Well, base cost 15,000. Takes population surplus too, that's interesting. 10 turns to build. For relatively minor benefit, I think. I'm not going to prioritize this. I might actually build walls in Zandri when I get it up to tier 3, because I'm not sure how much I want to actually expand up in this direction. Although this is all still good territory for us, right? Yeah, it's all still suitable to climate. I definitely want to take Khemri, and I do want to wipe out the Savage Orcs. Alright, I can decide about walls in Zandri later. I'm not going to rush to do it right now. Over here I do want to build walls though. Let's get that going. Wizard Chaos Palace, I have a build slot open, but I'm kind of saving that for the top tier recruitment buildings. Public Order -2. Okay, that's just instability, that'll go away. Could get this barracks to tier 3, but it's super expensive. I think I'd rather upgrade this barracks. Well, I suppose that doesn't really make sense. This costs a total of 10 grand, whereas this is only 8. Yeah, that's another 10. I do want more Tomb Guard though. So I also have the option of demolishing, say, this building and going for the Bone Giant. Which also provides... Oh, it actually provides a lot more than just the Bone Giant, doesn't it? Yeah, I should probably do that. Or I could get rid of the Cavalry building. Which I've never... which I've kind of been half tempted to do all along. This 225 income is nice, but not such a big deal that I need to hold on to it. Yeah. I don't think that's the sort of building you just want in your major settlements long term. If there's a need to make more money, I can always make it in minor settlements. That said, so this does... What does this do? Income from all buildings plus 50%. I think that's just not enough. The other stuff this provides is worth it. But yeah, I'm willing to just pass on this. I'll keep the cavalry building. I think there's a couple more of the cavalry units I've just never recruited that I think I'll have an army able to sit still for a few turns and just pick up those units in global recruitment. Plain of Tuskers isn't totally secure this area yet, so I'll leave it. So it looks like there's a choice between developing the barracks down here versus building more stuff up in Pyrus. I could also go for restore Deku Sphinx statue or Hero Titan statue. Let's hold off on that because I think Al Haik may get attacked, in which case the buildings get... Like, you waste that turn of building anyway, right? Yeah, picking up the... Getting another barrack started for the archer recruitment is probably a good thing to do in Pyrus. I'm still actually a bit behind on that, as in a bit over the limit, I think. Yeah, okay, that'll get me back up to 30 of 30, so that's fine. And same story for the Scorpions, though I'm slowly correcting that. And I will start to recruit these Kemrian War Sphinxes with my army that's headed back up this way. Guess I have the choice of putting some chariots in armies too, but I don't need to do that right now. Okay, it's a big chunk of money, but I will start the investment in the Royal Barracks here. And... okay, if that's the only settlement upgrade, I'll just leave it. Okay, there's Pools of Despair too. Well, Pools of Despair is not going to get attacked this turn. Getting another building slot here would definitely be nice. I do want to... yeah, there's a reasonable amount of growth still needed in this region. Getting the Black Tower to tier 5 would be great. I'll at least start this. I don't believe this settlement's going to be attacked over the end turn. If an army's coming towards it, I should have time to cancel this construction in the next couple turns at least. Yeah, it depends a bit what these orcs do. They're not at war with anyone else, are they? No. Nope, just us. Alright.
When you say something I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone I want to level up has already leveled up. It's only my scouting heroes who have unspent skill points, and I'm not too concerned about those. Quick last check of new factions. No, it doesn't look like it. Did we get more terrain explored or more line of sight up this way from capturing Xandria? I guess I didn't. Huh. I feel like when I took Xandria the first time, like I discovered all this territory, right? But I thought I also got line of sight to the water to see sort of enemy when enemies were advancing by ship, but I guess I didn't. Or maybe that's only the first time you captured it. Well, whatever. Kofur, I really want to go for walls here. So, can I get spices anywhere else? Is the question, I guess. Not seeing spices anywhere else. So, I think reluctantly I will demolish this barracks and start building walls. I hopefully will be able to... yeah, there'll be space for more military buildings in this region and also down here eventually. Okay, everything looks fine. Let's see what the enemies are up to. Oh wow, Tyrion's at war with the Ever Queen. It's not something you see every game. Tyrion's been ruthlessly murdering the other High Elf factions. It's funny. Alright, got a hero wounded here, but no attack from the Skaven, and no over movement of their armies as far as I can tell. Krezakret confederated someone else, yep. It's in my interest for Krezakret to be strong right now because I outnumber of Grimgor's enemies.
Before we proceed, I must ruminate on.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you want peace because we have a whole bunch of reasons. They actually don't like us. They don't dislike us too much, but per the Total War rules, I'm not going to accept that. Okay, so he, yeah. So I think that was kind of what I expected to happen. He did spawn this extra army,
Certainly not.
which isn't a threat right now, but I don't want to let escape. This army, they may well
Submit.
launch the siege, or launch the attack this turn.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Looks like I can get over here to stop them though. So this army is not in reinforcement range, and it's just the general.
Find my harem.
So do you have enough movement to launch this attack? It's borderline. It shows as going to 0% movement, which in my experience isn't reliable. The thing is, I can just march to the edge of the red circle, and then sally out with the defenders if I need to initiate the battle. Yeah, so that says I can launch that attack, but I would rather attack this army first, since otherwise it blocks our movement. Okay. I'm actually pretty happy that the elves laid siege here instead of continuing around the coast, where they could maybe have done more damage and be more annoying. Last level before immortality. Sure, let's go for some weapon strength. Alright, so this army's virtually full strength. This army's a bit weaker, but still has... It's still at least got a full set of healthy scorpions. Not sure we'll be able to actually bring this army to battle, or whether they'll retreat, but I think... Oh, what's this? Ah. Yeah, this is a faction I have come in contact with, which is very unfortunate. Because now, yeah. Ah, this is one of the annoying things about the This is Total War ruling, is that I'm actually going to be their first enemy, which probably means they aren't going to be at war with the Savage Orcs, despite Savage Orcs not liking them. So Xandri's going to be under threat from this Beastman army. I want to see what's in this army, actually. Some of the Beastman armies that spawn can be very powerful. Well, it's good to see a bunch of Ungor raiders. It's less good to see Cygors and Minotaurs.
Next sovereign. Move.
Yeah, it's the armies with lots of the Cygors. Like three or four Cygors. You know, that's enough to be a serious problem.
Arise and move.
So who did I lose? I lost my scout down this way. I still have this guy, but the Skaven are obviously trying to hunt him down. And I don't have... Yeah, I lost information about Antok as well. But I did... Looks like I did get this Tomb Prince back. So I could kind of see when the Savage Orcs move out based on Well, no, they've got 2 armies here actually. I was going to say I could look at the military presence in Khemri, even if I didn't have line of sight.
Die for art.
Alright, that's enough to check for Skaven down south. I'll have this guy kind of swing up and down here, I think. There's some chance I end up losing Xandri again to some of these other forces, but the chance to try and wipe out the Eyes of the Jungle's too good not to take. So let's make this attack. This army will obviously retreat. There's nothing I can do about that. They're not in reinforcement range here. Yeah.
Make way.
Now I've moved them so they are in reinforcement range here, but I don't think that's a problem. So let's move.
Advance. Sirs, attend.
Oh, it's so good having this so much movement range. So if I launch this attack... Oh, hold on. Wait.
The resurrection continues.
Okay, here's something interesting. This army can't retreat again, it's already retreated once. That means if I attack this army, this army doesn't get the chance to retreat, right? They'll have to come in as reinforcements.
My will be done.
Yeah, so I'm trying to avoid the scenario where this army just retreats. I can't catch them this turn, which I wouldn't be able to because I've got so little movement on these 2 armies. And then, because they'd retreat like over here if they lifted the siege, right? And then next turn they could like march towards Pyrus or march towards Kofur or whatever, and I wouldn't actually be able to catch them possibly. You know, if they force march or whatever. So I think what I want to do is actually, in a funny way, like take advantage of this other army. The downside of this is that I don't get my garrison coming in as reinforcement, because the garrison would only join if I'm attacking the army that's besieging the city. But I think this is the attack I want to make. So what this is going to mean is I get my 2 full stacks. They just have basically their 1 stack plus this lord. And I won't be able to wipe them out, but I'll be able to hopefully do crippling damage to them. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was saying. I'm not going to lightning strike obviously because I want my reinforcements. I think this is kind of the best case scenario. It's just a question of how much damage I can do to their remaining army. Okay, let's go.
Arise, my legions. Run.
Unlike most of the elf armies I've fought recently in the field, this army is not on force march, so that makes them a lot scarier, but I do have like a whole other stack coming in, right? So I think we should be fine. Okay, so looking at this, so the reinforcements are their main army. Their starting lord's over here, but frankly it's not even worth the bother trying to take him out. He can just run away with Kaitus. So we should deploy with plans to march on and engage this army, essentially ignore the lord. Looks like we actually have pretty good defensive position here, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll deploy defensively. Given the choice, I'd rather have plenty of time to bring my reinforcements into position and so on. I don't see any need to make a rush towards them. Yeah, they'll be able to come up. Like, I can't catch them as they're coming onto the battlefield, right? So doing what I'm doing is totally fine. I'll just start with my troops on the battlefield here and then make a new battle line with my reinforcements. Kind of amazed that these Nekahara warriors got to gold 2 experience. I guess they've been, the cavalry I mean, I guess they've been doing a fair amount of fighting. I don't think of them as being very effective, but whatever. So Necrotect and the Constructs can be on this flank. I think that makes sense. Then I want Tomb King in the middle. Tomb King and Tomb Prince probably both on the front line. Stay together. Just need the Tomb Prince to survive this one battle before he... Well, hopefully he gets to level 20 after this battle. He'll be close, even if he doesn't quite make it, to get that sweet, sweet immortality. Okay, this all looks fine. Yeah. Alright, so reinforcements started to come on. As do the enemy reinforcements. Lich Priest over Tomb King. More infantry. Alright, so one consideration here, I guess, is trying to... We don't want to fight this army too close to the border of the map, because then routing units will stand more chance of getting away. Well, I guess they're in range of our artillery now, which might bring them to battle. It should be fine. They're not going to rout easily. By the time they rout, they'll have taken... I'm hoping they'll have taken sufficient damage that they essentially won't be able to, you know, wander off and do damage to my other settlements, what have you. Alright, we'll just stay here for now. If they want to... In fact, let's just hold fire. They're at the boundary of our range, and I think quite a few of the shots are just missing. If they want to advance towards us, fine. If they want to make a stand in the center of the map, that's also actually fine. It's definitely a good trick to bring an army to battle that would otherwise retreat from you, is to attack an army in reinforcement range that doesn't have the option to retreat. So either the army that's in force march, or in this case, because it already retreated once in the turn. Yeah, no harm in letting the Bone Giant take the pot shots, why not? Okay, so it looks like my troops on this flank should swing around and redeploy a bit, that's okay. This guy's actually in range of us, which is fine. I'll spread my cavalry off to the side. So yeah, this is all the... They have more troops in this, right? But the Way Watchers are just invisible. As usual. Just redeploy. Like this. No, I guess my artillery doesn't need to redeploy. I was kind of slow to do this. They've actually got their Way Watchers already in range for my troops. Whatever, I think it's fine. Tomb Scorpion's taking a bit of damage though. Where's my Necrotect? Yeah, just heal that guy. Yeah, I was too slow to react to this. The elves, to be fair to them, actually kind of outmaneuvered me, but I think our numbers are sufficiently overwhelming that it doesn't matter. Seeing enemy units routing, which is a good sign. Come on, get involved. Sort of managed to corral the enemy into the path of my cavalry here, although that mostly will mean that my cavalry ends up taking a ton of damage because of how effective silly Way Watchers are. Oh well. Two Kings making a mess of things, which is exactly what I want. Gotta just keep chasing after these Way Watchers. Alright, I think we've routed a lot of their melee troops, it's just the Way Watchers, and they're running and firing on the run, of course. Because they can. Alright, you go after that Lord. Yeah, Necrotect can, on his chariot, can probably deal with those Way Watchers okay. No, Nekahara Cavalry having a bit of a struggle, honestly, but kind of doing well enough. Oh, those are Shades. I always forget that. I feel like, oh, the missile units are not going to be as good in melee, which is kind of true, but like Shades are still super strong. Okay, we did manage to break them though. Really want Cavalry to take the opportunity to just run these guys down. Where's my Tomb Prince? Oh, he never got involved in the battle. Well, I guess that's actually fine. Alright, you guys aren't gonna catch these units. Scorpions. Come on. Elves are so annoying. I don't think we have much to go before they get the army loss penalty. It's just a question of whether I have a unit like these Nekahara horsemen that get wiped out beforehand or not.
Obey and move. Yes.
Looks like they're taking a ton of, well, they've got, yeah, it looks like their leadership's really dropping. Seeing every unit route now, great. Okay, run them down as much as you possibly can. Yeah, this went well. I don't believe I actually had a unit wiped out. I didn't even take enough damage to get up to the summoning Ushabti, which is always a good sign. They will get away with a fair amount of Way Watchers, sadly. We're just not going to catch them. I don't have any fast stuff in the sub army. Oh, the chariots. Guys in chariots, though. Yeah, I should have sent them out.
Awake the Necro-Sphinx.
Okay, nothing left for you to chase down. Try running after someone else before they get off the battlefield. Yeah, I believe you need to get the units to under 10% for them to be wiped out in a battle where you win. Of course, I've likely done enough damage that their remaining army won't be a threat, but I don't want to have to like chase it around through half my territory, which I can see happening. That unit's wiped out now. Yes, good. This unit is 2 of 60, yeah. Alright, looks like the elves have more or less gotten away. Oh, if I could get rid of those shades, that'd be nice. Not quite, alright. Guess I've got a unit left somewhere that I've... Oh, okay. Just taking time to get off the battlefield. We'll see how far they retreat. I'm pretty sure I won't have the movement range to catch them this turn, though. But the important thing was to actually fight the battle, do the damage I needed, not have them just retreat at full strength. And they lost. Yeah, I mean, you can see from the losses. Oh, there's almost nothing left. That went really well. Okay, excellent. 100 treasury. That's kind of a waste. I doubt I really need the replenishment rate though. And 30 canopy jars is not much. But then 100 treasury is not much either. I guess... No, I guess I'll just take the jars. Okay, that army's dead. Where does this army retreat to? Over here.
The day of awakening comes.
Yeah, it's too far away.
Unwise.
Okay, so this army needs to stand still for a turn to recruit.
The day of awakening.
So they're not going to get stronger next turn. They're probably going to run away.
Find my harem.
Oh, can I take them on with a stack of skeletons? I must be able to, right? There's so few of them. Oh, that would be an embarrassing battle to lose. Yeah, the Waywatchers actually just don't have enough ammo to kill this many skeletons. So I'm thinking, my plan was to basically force march back to this territory and have this lord start to recruit some of the top tier units while there's a bit of a lull in the action on the west coast. So I will go ahead and do that. This way I don't leave this army with much space to run. They're not, yeah, unless they replenish, they're not going to be able to take on a garrison, especially not Fire Risk, because I just got the first tier upgrade done, so they now have a bigger garrison. So I think we've got them. Now the question is, like, what I want to do with these armies, because I'm going to have Beastmen and Orcs to deal with on this flank soonish.
Land of the dead.
I guess that army could just stay put and recruit.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
Lich Priest picked up banishment, that's great.
Attend your king.
Ah, Two Prince needs one more battle for level 20. Okay, no worries.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Kind of tempted to have this army just backtrack towards Sandry.
I alone shall restore.
I think there's kind of nothing this army can do now that I'm concerned about, so I don't want to waste like more resources than I need to chasing after them. In fact, oh no, okay, I see. Yeah, this guy has so much bonus movement speed that there's no difference between regular march and forced march. So forced march actually doesn't give any more movement range.
Prince of the Hekara.
It's kind of silly.
My will be done.
Okay, so
No, Gracia.
now I have the option of launching an attack against Skaven down here. Can't see their armies anywhere. Still very strong. We're up to the top 5. The Skaven are close behind, so they definitely have like a bunch of armies somewhere. They still have a lot of territory though, so it's not clear that they'd have another army in the vicinity. I want to avoid the scenario where I attack Bagar and then they basically counterattack with 2 strong armies.
Your commission. Arise.
Let's have a bit of a scout around. Nothing up that side, alright.
Rock walk. I must.
Right, not seeing anything.
No, need my warp token stash.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision this because
I keep my own counsel. Advance.
I mean, one thing to mention here is that they're not actually recruiting. This army's at full strength. They don't have a second army building up here. So I'm still inclined to be a little cautious with these armies
Address me as your highness.
rather than launching the attack and essentially using up all of our movement range. So, what's the plan?
I ignore the critics.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a hero short again here in the south in terms of scouting intel. I don't want to move out my Lich Priests, they're too valuable. Or too important to be in the army, I guess I should say.
Where is my chisel?
This guy can't really stay in the south because I need intel on the orcs as well.
Find
Yeah, I guess having maybe these 3 heroes embedded in this army is a luxury I can't afford long term or until I get more heroes. Ideally I'd have more heroes embedded in my other armies too, it's just like you can see the importance of the scouting.
Do not challenge me. Arise, legions.
I think what I'll do is like
Land of the dead.
a bit of a half and half hedge. I'll
Legions move.
move up into their territory but continue to, well, no, hold on. Ambush stance just isn't guaranteed safety, right?
Make way. Ambush the foolish.
Alright, I'll have Arkhan go here and then go back into ambush stance.
On my will. Undead loyalty. Drive onwards.
Yeah, that looks fine.
You are not him.
I don't really feel, I mean, I could probably be more aggressive here in the south, but it's such a big drawback if like I have a disastrous battle, which I have had in the past, right, and I lose, say, Arkhan's army, like, that would set us back so much. I'm making gains in the north, fingers crossed, we've sealed the doom of the Eyes of the Jungle at last, and so then it's kind of just the orcs, the savage orcs, plus the beastmen, alright, plus all this other stuff too, but, you know, it's like, the fact that, yeah, while things are continuing to go well in the north, I don't feel under time pressure to be pushing everywhere else at the same time. I wonder if this hero means, I haven't seen this faction actually send troops outside their territory before. I wonder if there's some chance that means that they're going to actually send troops to attack us. Now, so much corruption in this area, they're actually losing public order despite having a full stack in their city. That's pretty funny. Okay, another thing I wanted to do, right, was with this army. Oh, nice. Grab the Cambrian War Sphinx.
Priest king of greatest.
So let's move out to here.
Set sail.
Alright. No, that was stupid. Yeah, that was really silly actually. I felt like I wanted to move the Lich Priest so I had enough movement to get back into this army before I explored the wreck, but I also wanted to do some scouting. I just goofed up and moved it too far. Moved them too far. It's fine.
Undead seas.
Okay, so there's no battle to fight anyway. Better on campaign or better in battle? I imagine neither of these are going to be super useful in the short term. I'll take the fell cargo. Oh, upkeep for all units in the faction that pays no upkeep. Love it. And minus 50% attrition. Okay, so this was useless. It's just 1,000 treasury. Whatever.
Cross the sea. The day of awakening.
Can make our way up to this Skull Reef.
My dynasty.
Yeah, I won't force sail here. It's not unlikely that there's at least the roaming pirate factions sailing up and down here. That's because of the Total War restriction. I am unfortunately at war with a bunch of them, so play it safe. Okay, I think that's all my army movements done. One more turn before Casket, that's great. So now I'm in a similar spot to last turn where I get to just invest resources into infrastructure upgrades. Alheek's now totally safe. So anything that boosts hero unit capacity for either of these two units? I'm pretty sure I don't have anything right now.
Victory in undeath.
I don't think I have a higher level Necrotect than... Yeah, I don't have a Necrotect high enough level to boost recruitment of the top tier constructs. Yeah, guys, level 9. Okay, do I want to spend a big chunk of money getting one of these buildings? 2 more turns before this is at tier 5. I think the alternative is trying to improve, upgrade my barracks buildings. I think I'll prioritize defenses. Like I said I would. This doesn't get me anything right. No, I don't need that growth. It's actually useless.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
Okay, we'll be able to get Lashik up to tier 3 next turn. Ah, and here I can go for the Iron Mine. That's good actually. That'll unlock more mortuary cult upgrades. Everything here is already being upgraded. Wonder if it's worth actually building. So let's see, I need 2 population surplus for this to get to tier 3, and then I need 5 for this to get to tier 5. So that's 7. That's actually quite a ways away. I'm just wondering about sticking extra growth buildings in, and I think I'm inclined to just spend the gold and do that. I get most of the gold back from selling those buildings eventually, and right, I'm I think I just want to prioritize developing settlements as much as possible. It would help to be able to recruit a Necrosphinx or Hero Titan, but I feel like at the same time my armies, like my strong armies, are strong enough, I guess is the way to say it. So continue prioritizing just infrastructure. I don't think I need to really worry about public order. Okay, that looks all fine. Yeah, I'm not interested in doing. Okay. And no new upgrades just yet, but once we get iron done, we'll be able to unlock this penultimate regiment of renown, just for an extra, free unit. Speaking of which, okay, I do have this army unit back now, or I guess I should go to an army that actually has space. 3 more turns, okay.
Victory in undeath.
Actually, I mean, the thing I'm most looking forward to about finishing this tech is not the extra army slots so much as the extra hero slots. We've got an ever-expanding sort of eastern front that's always going to be sort of this much territory, right? No matter how far we get, we're always going to have that much to cover. Well, until we get to the edge of the map, I suppose. We've got fair ways to go. I just need that hero network to be constantly in position. Okay. And I declared war on the Beastmen, and I haven't encountered anyone else, right? Presumably not. No. Wonder if we'll see armies from Grimgor here. I don't think I've seen the situation. Oh, here we go. No, they're encamped. Alright. Well, should give me a chance to wipe them out in any case. Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think I've seen a situation where the major greenskin faction, Grimgor's Ardboys, have a war target that's so far away. Like, our capital's so far away from their current territory. So I can see it going two ways. Either they kind of just take advantage of the extra units in all their armies from the war, or but like continue fighting the actual neighbors they're at war with, such as the dwarves, or they actually send armies like beeline towards me. So you darn it. Yeah, I'll have to just see which way it goes. Alright, that's 2 units of orcs raiding.
Arise, my legions, rise!
Well, hopefully that is the end of the Eyes of the Jungle. This is just a garrison, so no qualms about order resolving. Yes, faction destroyed, Eyes of the Jungle. Oh, finally. What a nuisance they have been. Recruit 1 hero. We require a Screaming Skull Catapult to ensure your reign. Some of these quests are so random. So that's Mash One Finger. Oh, and his Beastman buddies have hopped over here as well. Well, rest in peace, Sandry. Well, the orcs will probably occupy it rather than raise it, I hope. The Beastmen, not so much. Faction encountered, Order of Lawmasters. Alright, not sure what's triggered that, but I think before I forget, let's declare war on them. So they have 5 settlements, but they've got no current troops, which kind of suggests they're probably going to lose some of those settlements. At war with Hexalotl and the Awakened, allies with the Hunt Marshal's expedition. Okay, so you can kind of see how things are splitting down in Lustria. Although, interestingly enough, they're not at war with the Itza Lisbon faction.
Yes? In life, you were tedious. But now you're just unbearable.
That line's great. Oh, we're coming into war with the Hunt Marshal's expedition as well. Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens. You get these sort of kind of diplomacy chains where I don't really want to be at war with any of these people, but this is the rules. Hunt Marshal's expedition are quite strong. 9 settlements. So they've got all the way through... I see. They've kind of got all of this territory. They're at war with Hexalotl too, who presumably have... Presumably that means Hexalotl have... Isthmus of Lustria and their capital still. Hexalotl often gets wrecked even earlier in the campaign than this, so it's kind of interesting to see they're still alive. Right, and these guys... Oh no, they're not at war with Itza, huh. But I guess they have... I guess Itza has these territories, and the Awaken's over here now. Alright. Well, just coming into contact with more factions just kind of underlines the need to keep troops on the Western Front and, you know, continue to build, start building fortifications exactly like I have been doing. So I don't think I need to do anything differently. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, somehow I messed up that movement and didn't have enough to go in. Alright, let's raid the cove. Oh wow. Ah, this may be tougher than I realised. Yeah, lots of units of carronades. Well, the good news is this army probably doesn't have to fight more battles in the near term after this. The bad news is this is actually way more artillery than I'd want to deal with. Alright, well, nothing's really expendable here. Or, I'm sorry, the other way around. Everything is expendable. Even if I lose, this isn't such a drawback. Like, there's no casket, there's no valuable hero in this army. They've got so much artillery, we're just going to have to advance on them. The good thing is we have archers that are going to be effective. Yeah, we'll see how they deploy. Guess I'll try and get up on top of this hill, maybe? Yeah, I must admit, I kind of clicked on this battle event a bit, you know, without thinking it through. This army, in terms of the enemy army we're up against, it is quite a bit stronger than I remember the random enemies guarding the sea event treasure being, but I still think we'll be okay. They don't have lots of experience, that's one thing to bear in mind. Unlike the actual armies from enemy factions, and the Tomb King did just pick up his mount, so... Alright, let's take the high ground. Get up there. So carronades, mortars. I'm assuming there's infantry here that we just can't see because of the line of sight. They haven't just left us a clear run at their artillery. Oh, they're actually firing back at our Screaming Skulls. That's interesting. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think I'm fine actually engaging with my flanking units like this. Let's focus fire on that rotting Leviathan if we can. It's not very heavily armoured, but we do need to bring it down. What should you shoot at? Probably just depth guard. Alright, taking a lot of damage from their... oh, this depth guard Apollo's going to make mincemeat out of this unit. Speaking of mincemeat, could you please stop those mortars? Actually, yeah. Probably just best trying to get into combat with that ranged unit. Oh, that rolling Leviathan is tougher than I remember. I think this is going okay-ish though. Does depth guard a bit of a problem? Okay, Ushabti, where are they needed? I think I have to try and just finish off these artillery. Catapult should fire on massed infantry. Yeah, kill them please. Scorpion's taking too much damage. Oh, Tomb King's taking a lot of damage also. Yeah, that's what fighting the silly Leviathan does for him. Well, I guess the good news is that we've done quite a lot of damage to them. They haven't got too many of their missile units just free firing at us, whereas our missile line is free firing at them. Yeah, melee infantry is getting wiped out, but they're the unit I care the least about, so that's a-okay. Probably need to do a bit better at focus firing with these archers. Yeah, let's try and take out this unit that's fighting us in melee. Right, Tomb King's taking too much damage, pull him back. Can't afford for him to get wiped out. That Tomb Scorpion's surely gone. Oh, deck hand halberds, that's no good. Come on buddy, get out of there. Okay, looks like we dealt with the units that were attacking us in melee. Let's focus down ranged troops. Yeah, we did lose a Scorpion, that's okay. Alright. Have to kill this thing. I don't think kiting it around really does a lot, but I'll attempt to. Oh, now we're being shot again. Wonderful. Let's see if a Scorpion at. Here he is. Okay, get at those mortars. Yeah. Tomb King needs to run away. I think the fact that, well, we don't have much ammo on my archers left actually. We need to bring down the Leviathan. Tomb King needs to just stay away from everything. I think we've got it. Just though. Alright, probably going to lose my Sepulchral Stalkers here. I don't think I really want them in a prolonged fight. Come on, bring down that rotting Leviathan. Nice, okay. Alright, archers, reform. Just want to get these other units out of combat if I possibly can. Reform the archer line, have them do the rest of the damage here. There's not too much enemy army left. There's also not too much of my army left, but... Is this a general? Yeah. It is good we've got a speed advantage, and they still have a mortar shooting at us. Yeah, it needs to try and get you out of there though. Alright, focusing on their general at this point is probably not a terrible use of our ammo. Alright, Death Guard with pole arms. No, stay away from them. Go after the mortars again. You just kite this unit around. Yeah, you shoot that. Try and kill her. With hindsight, this wasn't really going after. I'm losing a bit too much to make it worth it. I'm not sure we're actually going to win in the end. In fact, we may be hitting... Yeah, look, yeah, looks like our leadership actually is dropping too much here. Can't believe how much damage the artillery did. That was really the problem. Oh, it's super close though. Their units are close to breaking also. Yeah, I think I kind of messed this one up as well. I needed to recognize that I would have to sacrifice units more than I did. Right, to try and kill their general. Not sure I have enough health on my Tomb King to manage it. Don't have any ammo on these archers. Okay, well. Enemy Lord is dead. Okay. Is that going to be enough? Oh, this battle's insanely close. Come on, I killed your general. Crumble, crumble, crumble. Ah! Man, well, like I said, nothing here was unreplaceable. That definitely sucks though. Alright, lesson learned, don't be so cavalier about the sea battles. Yeah, look at that, almost 600 kills on those mortars, that's disgusting. It was only their artillery, yeah, it was only the mortars that really did that much damage. Just couldn't quite finish them off. I stopped them firing for quite a while, but then they started again at the end of the battle, and that was what it did for me. Oh, I lost a... well, it's a crap match I had him, doesn't matter. Wait. I get this reward anyway? Huh, alright. I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to happen. I guess I've never lost a battle to the pirates before, but I'll take it. Okay, in that case, yeah. So now I think I want to... immediately start re-recruiting troops. I guess this gives me the opportunity to cycle Jar Kings again, and I can do that at even higher level. So yeah, let's go for this. That was still stupid, but I don't believe it will cost me. I'll be able to rebuild a full stack here relatively quickly. It won't be quite as strong because I did lose some experienced troops. In the scheme of things, though, at this point, it's not a great loss. And yeah, so recruiting guys at now at tier 9, that's really great. So okay, so disciplined, let's actually recruit this guy to be a general longer term. Which means I won't bring him in just yet. I'll recruit the treacherous guy. And which jar? What am I up to now? Like jar 25? The numbering's probably kind of silly actually. Up to 26, yeah. I'm not sure, yeah. I guess there's not too much to gain from the numbering. It's not like I remember, you know, what trait jars 13 had.
As loyal as I.
We'll keep this guy here with the end turn, replace him with whoever's available next turn. You get one new lord added to the pool each turn, so that's what stops the, you know, the jars of cheese from like actually going infinite. Okay, and unit-wise, we have a lot of good options now. So,
King of greatest dynasty.
okay, so in the short term, I want to be recruiting units into this army.
Address me as your highness.
Yeah, this is the guy who's going to have the... Yeah, he actually boosts the War Sphinxes in his army, so it makes sense for him to recruit them. Yeah, I have 6 recruitment slots because of my other characters in the region, although they might be about to leave, I guess.
Attend your king.
Oh wow, we can actually... Yeah, movement range of this army is absolutely absurd.
Land of the dead. My dynasty.
I could actually get over here and fight. At the very least, I can send the army into Zandri.
My older brother.
Still not sure exactly what else is in this Beastman army. I don't think the fact that there's this many Ungor raiders kind of limits how strong it could be. But if they've got a bunch more Minotaurs,
Tomb King of Nehekara.
I can't get both my armies into my city though. That's the thing. And the Beastmen have the annoying habit, like the Skaven, of ambushing you on attack. So I think if I made an attack against the Beastmen, that could work out well for me. Although, because I'm not sure exactly how strong they are, and I can't bring in my second army except on force march, I'm a bit reluctant to do that. So I think the choice is I either keep both armies out of sight and I just respond to what the enemy do, and I lose Zandri again, but that's not a great loss. It's not like I invested money into it. Or I send this army into Zandri on the assumption that I can hold off any assaults. Oh, this garrison is not even at half strength. That's too bad. And I bring this army part way up and go into ambush stance.
Not my king's decree.
Okay, we've got another Savage Orc army down this way. I guess I should maybe move my heroes before deciding on that. And over here there's this Skaven army that I think I should also move to take out. Oh, a lot going on this turn.
I serve king and patriarch.
Okay, I think I need you to scout. You can come back down south. I want to know if there's any other armies that could come in to help defend Bagar.
The ultimate shrine.
I don't see them though. So here, I can take on this army, then try to capture Bagar. I don't believe... It doesn't look like there's any Skaven... There'd have to be a Skaven army just out of my line of sight, and it's unlikely that they're positioned so as to be able to get over here, I think. Okay, so this attack looks pretty safe. They are in encamped stance, which makes them stronger. Oh, this is a scary army, actually. Yeah, this is a super scary army.
The heat is irrelevant.
Can't get these guys yet, no.
My master will return.
No, you failed.
Yeah, problem in this army, I think, is the combination of quite a lot of the heavy storm vermin, heavy infantry storm vermin, plus quite a lot of artillery and weapon crews.
You are not him.
So where's the casket I just made available, or got available? Which army is it going to go into? I think 4 is the most I'd put in one army, and even that's slightly stretching it in terms of, you know, making the army a bit too skewed towards artillery. There's not, I don't know. 4's probably okay. I don't think there's much diminishing in the way of diminishing returns on the 4th one. Yeah, I'll give this Lich Priest a mount. So if I put... Yeah, Arkhan also does boost the caskets. So if I put the 4th casket into Arkhan's army, I could kick out the skeleton unit. I've got plenty of skeleton fodder in my 2nd army to make up the front line, so that would work totally fine. On the other hand...
I have risen. Land of the dead. Your advice.
Yeah, on the other hand I could put the casket into this army. Casket's not so effective against beastmen because their infantry units are invisible until they get pretty close, and I guess the casket's not that bad against minotaurs or large targets. Like, it's better than the screaming skulls, but still.
Is there a better strategy?
But yeah, maybe kind of thinking a 3rd artillery unit on the north here is kind of a better choice than a 4th artillery unit down in the south. So what am I kicking out for this? I guess just a skeleton unit. Or I could put one of the cavalry units into my other army. Actually, that might make more sense.
My harem. We must rebuild our strength.
No, need my warp token stash.
Arkhan the Black. Tomb King.
It's a tough decision. This army needs to be filled out too. With better troops, I mean. It's kind of sufficient right now because Arkhan's army is kind of elite, but at some point I want to be, want to be able to like sit for a few turns and just recruit up troops. Okay. Well, these armies should be strong enough to take this out. Let's go ahead and make this attack. I suspect this army will withdraw, and we'll follow it up and fight it again.
My master will return.
Yeah.
Drive onwards.
Okay, that's fine.
Address me as your highness.
Good to be able to... No, that's not what I
Onward,
wanted.
soldiers.
Good to be able to just wipe this army out. They get the garrison reinforcing, but
To greatness.
that's... I don't think that's a big deal.
More slaves! I need more! We fight!
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Need to be careful of the menace below. They don't have Queek, which has got to help us. And what magic does this guy have? Just warp lightning. Okay. Yeah, I'm confident this can. Yeah, I'm confident I can make this work. It's just Skaven. Skaven things. Okay. Enemy reinforcements coming in from here. Rattling guns, warp fire throwers, and all their artillery is back this way. Okay. Right, my reinforcements are coming from this side, so I think I just deploy basically in this corner. Or maybe on like roughly around here. Tempted to try and use Arkhan as a kind of on a flanking mission again, because that worked pretty well last time. You know, keep their artillery occupied. It's kind of a one-man army at this point. So we're starting up in range of their troops. We are. Okay, that's fine, I think. A lot of their army still has a pretty long way to go to get to us if I deploy over here. Got to deal with a bunch of menace below. So what's coming on with my reinforcements? I've got more archers, so I should leave some space. Coming in from here. Okay, I'll leave some space at the right side of my line. And I've got a lot more infantry coming on, so they can definitely cover this flank, which is going to for sure bear you know, a lot of, if not the brunt of the fighting. Keep the Necro Sphinx at the back to start with, just for the menace below. These troops I want on this side. Yeah, Tomb Guard on the flank, or Nekari warriors on the flank, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, and I should have grouped. Yeah. Just definitely want to prioritize shooting the most viable units here. Okay, and then my reinforcements, mostly in the form of mass skeleton infantry, which isn't the worst thing. And menace below, drop down right on top of my reinforcements, as it is wont to do. Okay, Arkhan, get over at their artillery, which is now firing at us. Where's the Lich Priest who's in Arkhan's army? Yep, Night Runners I'm not so concerned about. Silly Plague Claw is going to do so much damage. Arkhan's on his way, but yeah, done a ton of damage to us already, sadly. Another menace below. Okay, our infantry can hopefully handle that. Get the skeletons down. You need to get over here. Bounce of this flank's got completely messed up by the silly menace below. Right, well, we're doing quite a bit of damage to them here in the center. Lots of storm vermin coming in. This king's actually in a bit of trouble. Arkhan definitely needs to try and finish those units off. We're doing okay here though. Yeah, we haven't actually been attacked much at all on this flank. This climate's broken. Yeah. His Tomb King's taking too much damage. Don't want him to get wounded. Try and get him out. There's a Arkhan summon skeletons getting wiped out, that's no big deal. Archers in melee. Archers getting hit by menace below. Damn it. Alright, I can take a bit of damage, but he's occupied so much of their army over here that I think it's fine. This king is still stuck in battle. Get out, get out, get out.
Kill them! Just fight! Acceptable!
Right, Arkhan got out, that's fine. Did not manage to stop this silly unit from shooting though.
The crown worships me! Sacrifice them!
Okay, so if these guys... Yeah, I think we're definitely winning this. It's a bit of a mess though. Alright, we did just win that. Okay. I think I didn't have anything important wiped out. And this enemy army is getting wiped out because they've retreated once already. So
Take the black.
I should just try and arrange things to get healing down.
I agree.
Should be able to get Arkhan up to full health. Yeah, I think that was alright. I came pretty close to having this king get wounded, which would have been bad. A lot of damage on a lot of units, but overall, the fact I didn't get anything wiped out is good. I think I could take Bagar now. Alright, that was just my Shabti, I think. We don't need to bother running these units down because they're getting they've retreated once already, so they're all getting wiped out except the garrison. And I don't hate the fact that I get an extra sort of free battle against the garrison for more XP and loot and so on. Where is this Lich Priest? Not sure how he took damage actually. I guess he got a melee with rats. I probably could have done a better job of getting Arkhan into healing range of this lord who took so much damage, but he's just getting the passive healing from like the army-wide healing. Alright, close victory in the end. Alright, not bad. As I said, I don't think anything got wiped out, that was the main thing. A lot of the damage I took was on my weakest units. Yeah, sadly I just don't think there's a great way... Like, a lot of the high tier Tomb King's units are relatively immobile. Lots of them have powerful ranged attacks, but I don't know that they... Like, we don't have a great solution for enemy artillery. I could start putting chariots back in these armies, but I honestly didn't find the chariots that effective. Like, Arkhan on his chariot is one thing, but the actual, like, the tier 1 and 2 chariot and chariot archer units, like, they can't pull off what Arkhan did, where he goes after artillery units and then can, like, stand and fight or use magic against their infantry that they try and pull back to help.
Address me as your highness.
Yeah, so that guy's wiped out. Don't see any Skaven around here at all. Let's just grab these level up points. So you have everything except extra points in these spells to make them cheaper, so let's go ahead and prioritize that. Arkhan up to rank 33, that's great. So closing in on Arcane Conduit.
Time to die. To battle. For Nagash.
This is
Land of the dead.
a bit excessive, but
Avast. Vanquish the meddlers for the arch necromancer.
I will just quickly fight this manually. Hold on. Yeah. I want to be able to almost fully heal my troops in one turn. I doubt Order Resolve would do much damage to them at all, but with the Menace Blow, it's just a bit of a risk I don't have to take, I think. There's really nothing in this army, right? It's Skaven slaves and clan rats. Like, Arkhan... Well, I actually think Arkhan probably could solo this army. In fact... Well, I won't have him actually solo it, that would be a little needless, but I will mostly just have him fight, since he's so easy to heal. My reinforcements are coming from there. I'm not concerned about Menace below. Like, none of my units... Like, my other Tomb King is low on health, but not so low that he's actually going to die from rando clan rats.
The dead do not rest.
I'm pretty sure I could have auto-resolved this one, but having had, like, auto-resolves not always go the way I figured they would, it's not going to take too much time, I think.
Arkhan the Black.
I don't really need this Lich Priest at all. Definitely don't need a Necrosphinx, so have him guard the caskets. You guys, yeah, whatever. Actually, let's just have this skeleton unit hang back. Have the damage units out of the way a little. Start getting passive healing down on my reinforcements as soon as possible. I don't need to actually use them. Alright.
Of liches. Arkhan moves.
I think my strategy here is pretty clear. They're so concerned about Arkhan they actually spawned, they actually dropped the menace below on top of my troops here. That's really funny. That's not going to get it done for them. Obviously I don't care at all about some of the skeletons. Yeah, this worked totally fine. I mean, I could have done anything in one, but still. I'm not sure, like Arkhan's not even going to have taken damage, given the time he'll have before the end of the battle to heal up. Alright, there we go. Pretty sure I'm looking at a net gain in HP from this battle. Alright, Sword of Swift Slaying picked up. Executioner. Executed captures after battle multiple times, alright. So we get a bit of more intel to the east. We're almost at the to the mountains. All these ruins are no doubt occupied by Skaven. Don't see any Skaven armies incoming though, which is good. I'll leave my... yeah, I think I'll leave my armies just like this. What did I pick up here in Bargar? Oh, a tier 2 barracks. Alright, not bad at all. Yeah, gonna have issues with public order. Although military presence will help with that. Yeah, let Arkhan heal up for a turn or two.
Arise, legions.
Okay. Yep, I think that all went fine. We'll replenish most of the damage in a single turn. Not going to be attacked over the end turn as far as I can tell, at least.
The greatest artist.
I'm a bit concerned about leaving a hole here where troops could come through, especially now that I'm like more than one turn away from the Black Tower. Let's see when I have some heroes coming back from being injured. That's not showing me how long they have.
My great
Normally it does. Oh, I guess it's just a little glitch. Alright, whatever. Alright, I've got some more stuff to sort out this turn. I think I'll leave it here for now, have more of a think about how to handle the situation in the north, whether I do try and like attack the Beastmen this turn, or whether I send an army to Zandri. Also have to make decisions about recruitment. Obviously I've got the replacement army I just started here, and this army here that I want to put, definitely this army I think should be picking up Bone Giants and War Sphinxes that have been sitting in the recruitment pool for a little bit. And no sign of Grimgore just yet, at least. Okay, that'll do it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.
Better strategy?